We got in, they've got night vision, they got tanks, they got everything. We do our recon and we leave. So we're leaving and we're walking through a field. One of my operators says, "Boss, there's cattle in here." And our missions, they're life or death. Getting there is life or death sometimes. And it's also a matter of national importance because, like an example, I took a recon team inside of a terrorist compound without support, just 5 of us went inside a compound, did a recon and got out. That's pretty dangerous. But what scared me the most was not the firefight that we might get into, because I know we'd win. It was the idea that we would get captured by the other guys and embarrass our country.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
That was terrifying. I was really concerned about that. We planned that thing and worked it out, and we had to patrol in and a little sidebar fun thing. We got in. They've got night vision. They got tanks. They got everything. We do our recon and we leave, and we had to patrol a long way to get out of there. And they're looking for us. They've got night vision. They got other stuff. So we're leaving and we're walking through a field, and one of my operators says, "Boss, there's cattle in here." I said, "I know." And then he said, "There's a bull in here." I said, "Don't worry, cattle can't see at night." So we patrolled out and we got picked up. We were successful, got picked up, and we're riding back in the van, essentially. And the guy said, "I didn't know cattle couldn't see at night." I said, "Oh, they see just fine." He said, "You lied to us?" And the sniper leader said, "He lies to us all the time. He told us this is going to be fun, remember?" And they were afraid of the cattle. They weren't afraid of these terrorists who had everything, same thing we had, but they were afraid of cows. Right. Now I don't know how that works into our conversation here, but they had the balls to go into a terrorist compound where they were going to kill us if they could, or capture us and embarrass us.
That's what they practiced.
Yeah, they did practice a lot, as a matter of fact.
Laying next to a bull is something that as a kid you're afraid of. Of course. You've never had, well, some people have never had experience in dealing with bulls. Most of us have not had experience.
No, I used to ride them, but yeah.
So, I mean, it was fortunate that you were there, because if you were also scared of bulls, you would have given yourself up.
Well, you know what? I was just glad we got out of there without embarrassing ourselves.
Yeah.
And we came back later and took down the op, and we had a super, super successful op. But it's just the fact that these commandos who risk their life every day in training, every day they risk their life. But they were afraid of much cattle in the field. So I don't know what Gavin DeBecker would say about that, but it's just kind of the way it worked out.
It would be tragic to go out on a mission like that for all the training and all the feats of greatness that they've performed and get stomped by a bull is how they went out.
Or worse. Yeah, that'd be pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.